I was curious. This little one. Which one? Okay. That is. This was animal control dog. He held for 7 days. That was with him. It's a long-range No, I heard of it. Everything that you put there, probably something like that.
You guys have your fire safety certificate I can take a look at?
What do you want to look at that for?
Oh, it's public information.
We should go look at the bridge too.
Yeah, I would definitely go over there.
Well, don't touch. Come on, let's go. You gotta wash your hands now.
Yeah, don't take my word for it. Take a look at that face-to-face and see all the over requests. That's why I just asked for this. They haven't had one in 4 years.
No, we did see the one we wanted.
It really is. I mean, our dog, thank God, is healthy, but you know, $4,000 later, and the other litter mates, a lot of issues.
I think it was pretty clean.
They're upstairs.
No, this is a cat.
She's my good chick, yeah. She's been lost since last Thursday, a week ago.
Let me. I don't think we have
Can we see the cat?
Give me 1 second.
We'll be right with you.
What can I help you with? He's helping me.
Oh, okay. 15. I think cat. I want to see the cat. I want to see the
Why don't we
flowers.
go see the cat?
Because I just want to see the
Go ahead, go upstairs, go see him.
No, but I need someone.
You need some?
Then how do we even
Go
go?
upstairs.
Maybe from that room.
What do you see upstairs?
I think it's through there.
I saw upstairs.
Yeah, I was just up there a second ago.
Yeah, this one's upstairs. There's a cat.
Now they're going to look at dogs?
I think they're going to look at cats now. Oh, the other people?
So how come I'm not allowed to go in and look to see if my dog is here?
You should be able to. Why wouldn't you be able to?
I don't know.
All right. It's
He's going around looking for me.
that's where the dogs are in there. That should be posted though.
They're putting stuff on Facebook against our
Do you need something?
Yeah, I'm looking for the fire safety
You are.
certificate.
You are.
I'm Steven Ronco. I'd like to say it.
Super
And you are?
I'm Richard Chellis. I'm assistant director.
Okay,
So,
I would like to see it.
You do an inspection?
No, I'd like to see it. That's public record. You guys are supposed to have it posted.
You want to offer a copy of it?
No, no, I don't want a copy of it. I just want to see it.
Right now, that is upstairs. We're trying to conform with what we had an inspection with the state health department because they put everything away, and apparently some of the stuff is missing, so it's not available right now. But we'd like to come back later on and see it.
No, it actually is supposed to be posted.
You're right.
I don't believe you guys actually even have one.
Huh? Okay. Why don't you offer it?
Well, I already have.
Okay.
You guys don't have one.
You can leave. You may leave.
No, this is public property, so
I'm asking you to leave because right now you're interfering with me trying to do my job, and that's interference, so please leave.
I'll go over here. I'm not interfering with your job.
Outside the building.
How am I interfering with your job?
Please leave because right now...
How am I
can't
interfering with
provide
your
that
job?
for you right now.
I am part of the press.
Okay.
How am I
can't
interfering with your
I
job?
can't provide that for you right now.
Here's my ID for the press.
Okay, I can't provide that to
Okay,
you right
now I'm going to go take a look again.
That's
in the
fine.
building. Okay.
Don't talk to any of the employees and ask them for something that I can't provide with you. You want to provide
How am I supposed to know that if I don't ask them?
I just told you that. She didn't know. So
Okay, did I ask for it again?
Yes, you did.
No.
You said you have...
I said it's supposed to be posted.
Sir, if you're going to create a disturbance, you're going to have to leave.
I'm not creating a disturbance. You're coming at me. I'm not coming at you.
You're asking for
I would
something
like
don't
to
have
walk
right
back over there now.
I can't provide it because it's right now it's being...
Okay.
Okay?
I would like to walk back over there again.
Okay, but let me explain something to you. You going to listen to me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Whether the press or not,
Yeah, I mean,
you cannot interfere with the people that are working.
I'm not.
You are. You're interfering with me.
She asked me if I needed help,
She, right?
and I said yes, I would like to see
You
your...
got me and can't provide that to you right now.
So how am I interfering with anything?
But like I said, you don't, that area,
What press are you at? Come on outside here. Let me talk to you.
No, I don't want to go outside. No, thank you.
especially from that distance.
You just said to me I could go back in over there as long as I do not interfere with you. Correct?
Disturbance. Come on out here so I can...
I'm not creating a disturbance, you are. I'd like to go back in
If
there.
you're going to continue, then you'll be a defiant trespasser. I'm going to have you placed under arrest and leave.
You're going to place me under arrest.
No, I'm going to have somebody place you under arrest.
You just said to me I can go back in there.
No, I'm asking. No, I didn't. I said, hey, you stand over here.
I have it recorded.
I don't care what you're taking a picture of.
No, I'm recording it.
That's fine. Now, you're getting loud in here.
I'm not getting loud.
I don't have the document. If you're going to do an inspection, is that what you
I'm
want
not
to do?
doing an inspection. I'd like to see it.
I don't have
I'm part
it
of the
right
public.
now.
I'm
It's
allowed to do
upstairs.
that.
That's correct. I have no doubt about
Correct.
that. And you can keep on... You can videotape... Are you videotaping?
I am.
Push. Okay. Why?
I'm on public property
Why are you doing that?
because I can.
Is this for investigative purposes?
For my own, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I need you to do is, if you're going to do something, that's fine. You want to look around, fine.
Okay.
She can't provide the paperwork. I can't provide the paperwork.
And I said to you I'd like to continue walking around. You told me no.
What's going
No,
on?
because you're starting to get loud.
I'm not getting loud. You're coming
You
in.
can't disturb everybody here.
Come on over here. I want to talk to you. She asked me if I needed help. Okay. I said yes, I would like to see the fire inspection report that's on the paper.
Yeah, let me speak to him and I'll.
I gave you my name already, correct?
All right, come over
Okay.
here. Come over here. What's going on?
Okay. I just observed the building. I asked them for the fire inspection report, which is supposed to be posted, correct? In the building?
It should be. I mean,
Okay.
as far as I know.
So
fire codes. That's
she made a phone call in the other room to somebody else, and he came out saying, I'm interfering with him. I'm not interfering with anything. I took a look around. I asked for a report. She asked me if I need help. Got it all documented. Then he says, you're leaving now. And then I said, well, I want to continue walking in there. Okay, you can walk in there. Oh, now you got to leave. You're trespassing. I'm going to have you arrested. For what? I'm walking around. I'm not interfering with anybody.
Right. Well,
He's coming at me.
What's your purpose for actually being here? Like, what is that you want to?
I want to
documents and everything.
I'm documenting. I am part of the press. I'll give you my name. I won't show you my ID.
Okay. So you actually are part of the press, right? Like you're here on business?
It's my First Amendment right. Yeah, I'm also part of the press.
Okay.
Okay.
I know. I understand
Right.
your amendment rights.
So,
I'm just asking what's going on.
This is a public building, correct?
Yeah. Well,
I'm allowed to be in here,
depending
correct?
on your purpose of being here, right?
Well, I'm a
Right,
citizen,
right,
so
right.
therefore I'm allowed to be in there. I'm not interfering with anybody.
Okay.
She asked me if I needed something. I asked her yes.
Right.
I asked her for that document. Then all of a sudden he comes out and starts telling me it's somewhere upstairs and that's it.
Okay. Well, here's what ultimately you do. If they don't have the documents displayed, whatever the case may be, whatever the rules and guidelines pertaining to that is, that's kind of pertaining to code enforcement, whatever.
Well, it's also by law.
Yeah, right. Regardless of
Correct.
what's displayed, what's not displayed.
Correct.
I mean, that's a separate matter.
Right.
But if you really want to treat those documents the proper way under the
They don't have the documents. I already did an Oprah request.
Okay, you did
So they don't have them.
That's what I'm about to
Correct.
explain to you. Okay, so
It's already been done.
You already did all that. You're
Correct.
already ahead of the game.
It's not
Okay.
there. That's why they don't have it.
Okay. All right. See that again? That's a separate entity.
Right.
I'm not aware of what's
I know.
going on when it comes to that stuff.
I know.
But
I know you can't enforce it. I'm not asking you
Right.
to. But I have on several occasions now how I can walk around in there. I'm interfering with him. He's gonna have me arrested. I can walk around in there. I'm allowed to walk around in there. I'm not interfering with anybody.
As long as you're not being disorderly
Correct.
or anything like that.
Correct.
you
He
can
come
go
at
in there.
me. I didn't go at him.
Okay.
Okay. I have all that on document too. That he came to me. I asked for a simple document. Nothing more, nothing
So you
less.
just want documentation. Now, obviously...
Well,
if
they don't have it, so I
right.
know they're not going to
My
be able to
point is,
provide
if they
it.
don't have it, then obviously I'm not going to go in there and
Right,
provide
and
it.
I said
You
I
do
want to
what you gotta
continue
do,
walking.
reference it.
I said I want to continue walking
And
around.
to observe the animals,
Right.
or whatever the case may
I've
be.
taken pictures.
Okay.
I've filmed, and I am allowed to film. First, if it's on public property. Second, they're also recording. There's a camera there, and there's several in the
there's
building.
Cameras
Correct.
for the protection of the building.
Sure, sure. And for my protection, your protection, his protection, and I'm filming as well.
Right.
You know, and my name is Steven Ronco, and I'm allowed to be in there.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get your information. Obviously, I got to document this incident, which is what
Well,
I'm going to do.
that's my information.
I'm going to write it down,
Mhm.
so I'm going to ask you in a second. If you want to continue to walk in there, as long as you're not being disorderly, I can't force you to leave.
Right, right.
So I'm going to talk to him, see what's going on, obviously. But you know, you have a right to be in there, being the fact that it's open to the public. Again, like I keep
Mhm.
repeating, as long as you're not causing any type of problem.
Right.
All right. So give me your name.
Steven?
First name T.
No,
S-T-E-V-E-N.
Steven.
Okay. Last name.
WRONKO.
W-R-O-N-K-O. And your address.
That's all I'm giving you. It's all legally required to give you.
All right. You want to give me a DOB or no?
No.
All right. So just your name.
Yep.
All right. All right. Let's go in there.
Okay. Now, you want me to wait here?
Yeah. You know what?
Okay, cool.
Alright, in terms of your documentation that you're requesting, obviously just like we discussed, you know, if they don't have it available, you know, whatever it is you want to do to pursue that, obviously.
We've already done that.
I know,
The motion's
you went
already in
through
set.
OBRAC, you went through all
Correct.
that stuff, whatever. If you want to go back in there, you have every right to. I can't tell you not to. If you go in there, obviously, if you raise your voice, you get disorderly, then obviously I got to enforce what I need to enforce. In terms of
And
telling
what if
you
he
what
comes
you're
at me? I'd like to sign
If he
harassment charges
does the
then.
same thing, you have every right to sign a complaint against him. You just go through the municipal courts, speak to your court
Well, I'll be
administrator.
calling you guys again.
Well, we'll take a
Right.
report, but we're not going to sign the complaint. So
Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean,
go
I'll
to
be.
the court
It'll be
first.
recorded.
Right, you go to the
I'll
court
need
first.
your information as well.
Sure,
You have a business card on you?
Yeah, I got it in there. No
Okay.
problem. But you have every right to go in there, look around,
Mhm.
do what it is you want to do. He was advised, you can't be screaming, you do the same thing,
Yep,
and then you
absolutely.
just do whatever it is you got to do. All right.
Right.
If there is an issue going forward with him, and you do want to sign a complaint against him for whatever reason, like I said, you can contact me back. I'll document the incident, and then I can forward you to the municipal court where you can sign
Right.
complaints and obviously take action.
Right. Right.
on your
Okay.
behalf, Okay.
Very good.
My business card.
Yes, please. Now, what are my legal rights on getting into, let's say, the isolation room to take a look at it? Not necessarily go into it,
Well,
but just to document it.
when it comes to that stuff, I mean, that's kind of like
Well, I mean, it is a public building.
Right, but there's different entities within a public building that aren't open
Sure,
to
just
the
like a
public.
police department,
Exactly.
you can't get in there, right? Absolutely.
So, I mean, if there's something that you're doing business related, or
Mm-hmm.
even something as a resident or a citizen that you wanna see or inquire about, you might not just have granted access to
Sure,
it, but
sure.
you could set up an appointment to go in there or something like that. Speak to
Okay.
them in reference to how you want to get in. If they say you can't go in now, I mean, again, it's kind of like a separate entity within
Sure.
the public building. So,
Right.
especially being the fact that this is quasi-public, it's not completely public.
Well,
It's quasi
owned by Helmetta.
Right, but it's still a quasi.
It's owned by Helmetta, though.
Quasi-public property.
I disagree with you.
Quasi-public is more or less public, but
Well, it's owned by the township.
It is, but it's still quasi-public property. That's what it's labeled as. It's
Uh,
not public property. Would be example like a park. Everybody can
Sure.
go into the park. This right
And
here
that's
is
owned by the
operated
county or the
control.
town or
Right.
the
reason why it's
county.
just quasi-public is because, there's still, it's hard to explain. It's kind of like a meet.
Well,
in the middle.
it's not like a mall where a mall is private and they're allowing people on their private property. It's quasi-public. This is a public building.
It's owned,
Just same as the police
it's
department.
It's operated by the town,
Mhm. And it's owned by the town.
In that area, yes, it is. But in terms of it being an actual public building, like a park or
police
property
department.
like that, that's
Police department's
a little bit
public, it's the
different.
same thing.
Yeah, it is public, but again, you can't just walk into a police department and you're in certain areas you can't
expect to go.
right.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
So when it comes to this, I mean, regardless of whether it's public, quasi-public, I mean, either way, you still have access to it as a citizen. You can
Right.
still go in there. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But when it comes to certain rooms, like I was saying, that you want to take a look at, you might not just have granted access to it. You might need
Sure.
to set up an appointment
Sure.
or just work it out with them in terms of.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was explaining to my wife too. I mean, I don't know where I'm allowed to go or not allowed to go
Well,
besides the regular public access places.
Right.
The dog adoption room and the
Right,
cat room upstairs.
Right.
I don't know where I'm, and obviously I don't want to go in there and have another confrontation.
You don't want any problems, right?
Yeah, I mean I'm not trying to.
course.
I mean I'm trying to cause some problems. I'm also not trying to cause problems
Right.
either.
I mean, you don't
I'm
want.
trying to do it within my legal
You don't
right.
want the police to have to take.
I'm trying to do it within my legal right.
Right.
I don't even know why you guys are here now because I simply asked for a document, which legally they're supposed to have.
Right.
up.
Again, that's something if you want
Right.
to work it out with them, whatever the case may be. I'm just here to make sure that.
Well, the fact of the matter is, I'd like you to put that in your report that it's not up.
Yeah, well, if you want me to put it in there, I'll
Yes,
put it in
it's
there.
not up, and
I'm
he
gonna
said
put it
that
in
it was-
anyway, because the reason why
that it
this
was up
happens
there.
is because you're requesting a document, and he
Yeah,
says
and
it's
that's
not
all I
available.
requested.
Right.
Yeah.
What document is that again?
It's the fire inspection report.
Fire inspection report. All right.
Right. They don't have it. They haven't had it since 2011.
So you're requesting.
And that's from an Oprah request already.
That's happened. You're requesting.
I asked. She asked me if I needed help, and I said yes, I needed help. I want to see your fire inspection report. Why didn't you see that? Because I want to see it. Should it actually be up already? You should just be able to walk up and just see it. Just like if you go into a regular business, say, you want to see their occupancy,
Right, I got you.
or anything like that. It's all supposed to be within public view.
Right. I
And
understand.
it doesn't matter if they moved or whatever the
That was
case
something
is.
that would need to be addressed by code enforcement. Stuff like that.
And it's already being.
Something that I'm saying in
yeah.
terms of personnel authority figures
Mhm.
within the town. If something's not being followed, it just needs to be addressed by that personnel. If you're addressing it, in your
It's
own
already
way,
being taken care of.
I'm just saying.
But
From what I know.
part of my investigation is to ask them if they have it and to provide it.
Right.
And obviously they can't, and they
Well-
didn't. So,
All right. Well, that'll be in the report.
Okay,
All
I appreciate
this
it.
right here. There was an issue with the number. Dispatch number is now 251-4100.
Okay.
So I wrote it on there manually so you can see. That's my actual personal extension. If you
I
need to leave me a
appreciate it.
voicemail, okay?
You absolutely very professional. I can't even begin to tell you.
No problem.
Is there a case number?
Yeah, there's going to be a case number.
Oh, there's going to be a case
Yeah,
number.
I got to go back to headquarters to take it.
Okay,
But
all right,
if you,
sounds
if you
good.
need the case number, just call, leave me a message.
Yeah, I'll leave you a
get back
message.
to you.
All right.
I'm going to go in there one more time. I'm going to speak to him.
And I'll
let
wait?
him know what your issue, what you want to do. If you're going to walk around, as long as there's no screaming, no problems. If you want to come in with me, you feel free. If you want me to
Okay.
say it in front of you, that's okay.
All right, come on.
I'm just going to advise him that you're just going to walk around. If you want to request to see certain areas that aren't generally open to the public, you guys can work it out in terms
Okay.
of day and time that you're going to come.
Sounds good.
All right. Where's this gentleman? Yeah, Rich. The subject I forget. Who was this week? Yeah, right.
No, I think he's upstairs.
Can I speak to him, please? Yeah, if you can go get him. I appreciate it.
And in your report, can you also list her information because that's who I spoke to in the beginning.
No problem.
Yeah, you can.
What's going on, Gene? What's up, man? I'm just gonna go over what's going on from here on out once he comes down.
Oh,
Okay?
no problem.
Can you just give me your first and last name, actually?
Mary Caldwell,
Or
Yeah, 11 then.
C-A-L-D, W-E-L-L.
address and the shelter.
Yeah,
What is that again? 50?
58 Main Street.
And what's your phone number?
Here or my phone number?
Yeah, you can give me the phone number here. 6016. Yeah. You want to see if he's coming down for me, Rich?
Yeah, they need Rich.
Yeah, I need Rich. He's upstairs, maybe or something like that.
Somebody watches Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
I love that show.
I like Cy. Cy's a really funny guy.
Yeah. Did you see it last week with him doing the coupons?
I haven't seen it in a while, to tell you the truth.
He was clipping coupons.
With the okay. And then he went to the store, didn't use any, all of them were no good.
It's every guy does that. You go, I got this coupon, you never use it.
Yeah. But that was
Can
good.
you spell Rich's first and last name for me? It's R-I-C-H, Richard.
All right,
Yeah. And then the last name would be C-I-E-L-E-S-Z.
Okay. Alright, ultimately what we're going to do, just like you said, as long as there's no disorderly conduct or any issues that are transpiring, you could obviously walk through.
What are your intentions, sir?
I don't have to tell you my intention.
Okay, he just wants to come in and he's going to look at the dogs. He
He needs to tell me what he needs to do.
As long as he's not being disorderly, he wants to just go back there and look at the dogs. He has a right to do that. I can't remove him from the premises. If he's being disorderly, just like you know, then I have every right to come in here and take action. Tell him he's got to leave.
You weren't here, but you weren't here earlier.
No, I know I wasn't.
If he was
I didn't
looking,
witness
then he
it.
can
I didn't witness it. Right. So going forward, obviously we want to eliminate this problem. So going forward, if he wants to stay here, not cause a problem, look at the dogs. The second, obviously, he raises his voice, he'll be asked to leave.
Okay.
So he's not going to cause any problems going forward.
Never have.
Okay. Well, I wasn't here, so I don't know what took place. I'm just saying going forward.
I have it recorded.
That's
Nothing
fine. Just
happened.
going forward, if you want to go back there, look at the dogs, that's fine.
I'm going to also look at the cats as well.
Yeah, well, you have access to it, but he's a director, obviously, even though this is
He's the assistant director. Michael's actually the director.
Right. Regardless, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
There's rules and regulations that also got to be followed within the property. So
Absolutely.
Just make sure you're not being disorderly, and just go about your business, okay?
Absolutely.
If there's certain areas within this building that he doesn't necessarily, because he brought it up to me, doesn't necessarily have access to,
It's
that is
posted. It's posted.
well, I'm not talking about the fire inspection report. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, he brought up, what is it?
The isolation room.
Isolation room,
He
something
doesn't
like
have
that. He doesn't
access
access
to
that.
that.
Exactly.
That's not
But if there's certain areas that, he's not necessarily granted access to, like something like that he would want access to, I told him
He's going to look at the dog area, the adoption area.
That's fine.
He can look in here.
That's fine.
He can look in the kitchen, and he can look upstairs in the cat adoption.
Right.
That's fine. He can look in the cat kitchen.
As I was saying though, like, in reference to a room that he doesn't necessarily have access to, I told him that if he wanted to look at it, he would need to work it out with you. Okay? Whether you let him go in there is one thing. I'm just saying he has to work it out with you. You being his assistant.
I'm treating him like somebody just coming in here looking at
Coming
dogs
in
and
here
cats.
looking at
He
dogs
can
and
give
cats.
advice. As long as he
Okay.
doesn't disrupt anybody else.
Right. Okay. And if he's here on any type of other business matter, whatever that may be, he would still need to talk to you and work it out. Whatever that may be, I don't know. I'll just bring it up. Okay.
Well, right now I'm off duty, so I'm not going to discuss anything with him.
Okay.
If he'd like to, please put it
Right,
in writing.
exactly.
Every request he had, he can put in
Right.
writing.
Right. You heard that? If you guys, anything you want to talk at, you want to put in a request to see something or request something, you can put it in writing.
Is that normal for the public to request that?
This right here is
You can help for anything you want.
Yeah. Well,
We already have, sir. That's why I know you don't have the fire
See what
inspection
I'm
report.
saying? Why do you have to bring that up?
Again, this is
Because-
You want to look at cats?
because he's requesting me to do things that are not-
Officer,
we don't want.
Not
he
the
wants to look
standard.
at cats, let's cut to the quick. He wants to look at cats and dogs, let him go. But I'm not going to answer any questions.
Yeah, we don't want to.
So then how am I supposed to be able to inspect other places that...
Like I told you, you got.
Because he just walked away and said, the only way I'm going to get any access is by email.
No. He said you got to put it in writing. Okay, so what you're going to do is if you want to access any rooms in here that you might not have generally have access to, send a request to him, not an Oprah request. Send a request in writing saying that this is your intentions, this is the reason why you want to see it, and you want access to this for this reason, because you don't have access to it generally as a regular citizen. You need to explain why you want to go in there, why you want to see it, and that you're requesting an appointment to do so.
Right.
Wait for his reply, and then I'm sure.
Well, I wouldn't be
he'll let you know.
responding to him. I'd be going to the person
Again,
above him. Right.
you understand what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Whether it's the person above him or him, you send it to that personnel in writing.
Right.
Right now, you want to go back there, look at the dogs, look at the cats.
And I didn't even see him until she went and got him.
What do you mean?
He wasn't around.
Okay. Well, he's up probably in his office upstairs. Right?
Well, it could be, but
Yeah.
I mean, him saying, "Well, before I was doing this,"
Okay.
he wasn't
You're
down
saying he
here.
wasn't here. I got you.
He wasn't here.
Well, going forward, again, obviously, as long as you're not being disorderly, any
Absolutely.
place in here that you have general access to, like a normal person would, feel free, walk around, do what it is you want to do.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't want any fights, any problems.
Yeah, I don't want any-
I don't want to have to come back and tell you to leave. I don't want to have to come back and address him. I don't want
Yeah,
that.
no, absolutely.
So let's just
You got
let's
other
just
things
nip
going
this,
on.
Nip this in the bud right now. Let's just do what it is that you want to do. Walk around in the place that that you obviously have access to.
Right, well,
Any
yeah.
other place that you don't have access to, send in writing to whoever it may be, whoever it is that you want to, requesting this for whatever reason, X, Y, and Z, and just wait for your response. Set up that appointment, and then you go forward from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there occupancy thing?
I'm not sure.
There's
You're
some
asking
stuff
me
up
the wrong
over there.
questions. All right. Do you understand what I'm saying, though?
I do.
Okay.
Any way I could take a look at those documents on the wall there?
Again,
Because they're supposed to be open to the public.
You're
and they're
asking,
behind the thing.
You're asking me questions that you would need to work out with the directors of the shelter.
Well, I'll ask her right in front of you. Can I take a look at those documents there?
Ma'am.
Oh!
Yeah. If
The
you
office is just for us. I can.
those documents on the wall, ultimately, you could still visualize them, correct? Right now.
Well, obviously I don't want to stick my hand
Yeah, you don't want to
in
do
there.
that, but listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm
Well,
saying, because we're straddling a gray line right now. Listen to what I'm saying. You're supposed to have access
gray
to those.
line.
Well, listen to what I'm saying. You have access to those documents. It's supposed to be visualized, and you're supposed to be able to see it. Generally
Right,
speaking.
but they could
closer
also
to the
put
building.
it, 100 feet down the
I
hallway, and I
understand.
can't.
So
You can
listen
see
to
it,
what
but
I'm
you
saying.
can't see
Right
it.
now, you see it, but you can't visualize it. If they want to be nice and they want to give it to you, it's for you to look at
Yeah,
it and
just-
put it back on the
just
wall,
wanna
that's
take a
fine.
picture of it, yeah.
But they don't necessarily have to do that. It's on the wall. You can visualize it. If you want to see that, you put in a request, like you already did, but for other things. An open request.
That's not the way the law works, though.
I get it. You're coming to me with different. You keep saying this, that, and the other thing. Okay. Obviously, you're working whatever it is you're working for whatever reason. You're trying to get
True.
these things addressed.
Well,
All
I
right?
just like to see the documents.
Right now.
It's as simple as taking off the thing.
Right
and-
now. If she wants to provide it to you, she can
Well,
provide it.
let's see if she will. If she
doesn't
then
want to,
it's
then you
opposite.
put in a request to see the documentation. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay, whether you agree or disagree.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have
that's
to
gonna-
disagree with you, and I guess we'll get
Do you
the.
want to show him that document? It's supposed to be visualized by the public. That's why it's on the wall. He just can't see it. You want to just show it to him so he can take a look at it?
I don't even know what they are. I just wanted you to see them because they're supposed to be, in public view.
That document.
They're good, Doc.
Can you stay after that?
He has a right to